Must have some messages.
Yeah, over there. There's got to be 20 at least.
Bob, look. Ray could wreck my career. Seneca could contest this divorce for a long time. The papers could play up that whole adultery story. All of that is possible.
The only thing that's definite is you and Jill.
Yeah.
Got it?
Hard head, soft heart.
Sooner or later, you're going to give me this divorce.
Sooner or later, you're going to come back to me. I'll fight the divorce until history repeats itself, and I'll be waiting. And you'll be grateful, Jillian.
History is not going to repeat itself. I am staying with Frank.
My point is that he won't stay with you. Oh, he'll enjoy the bliss for a few weeks, maybe a few months. Then politics will call, he'll run off to the people. You see, he can't resist it. And you won't believe it. Maybe this time you'll learn.
We have dealt with this problem before. I've tried to explain that to you. You never understood.
That's because you're talking nonsense. Now, twice before you were supposed to marry Frank, and twice before politics stopped you. Now, what's changed since then? If anything, he's more involved in his career than he was before. He's more afraid of a scandal than before.
I do not care about the political and personal consequences. We will face them together. I'll tell you one thing, though. I'm not going to lose him again, and he is not going to lose me.
And I'm damn well not going to lose you either.
You already have.
No.
Since this is my apartment, and since I choose to live in New York, I'm going to ask you to move out.
No. It might give you some legal leverage.
No, it'll just give me peace of mind. Check it out with your lawyer.
I'd rather check it out with the senator. I want to tell him a few things that might just serve to change his plans.
Next, having the demo on a rope.
Mrs. Woodard?
Yes.
A package for you. Your sign right here. You know, this is the 4th time I've been up here this week. Must be some special occasion. Congratulations.
Thank you.
May your future be as filled with joy as today, with all our love and luck.
Senator? I'm afraid I don't have an appointment. Your secretary's out.
Well, I was wondering when you'd show up.
I won't let you hurt her again, Frank.
I don't think you have anything to say about that.
I have plenty to say about that. If you want a scandal, I'll give you one. I have no qualms about telling every newspaper in the state that I am suing you for alienation of affection. The senator and his ex-mistress.
I believe you'd do that to me. I can't believe you'd do it to Jill.
I'll do whatever's necessary to keep Jillian from being hurt by you again.
You know, I don't know why, but you still amaze me.
You keep seeing my wife, and you watch what happens.
And what do you expect to accomplish? You want to try to embarrass me? Fine. You want to try to start a scandal? Go ahead. This isn't going to bring Jill back. She had left you already, Seneca. She was on her way to San Francisco. You couldn't stop her then, and you won't now.
She would have come back.
If you want to believe that.
How long is it going to be this time, Frank? How long before you leave her again? The way you left her before. The way you've walked out on Ray.
Damn it!
Hello. I heard.
Come in. Jill told you.
Yes?
Well, she's certainly not wasting any time, is she?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Ray, maybe it's better
Don't.
if things...
Oh, don't do that.
No. But I am sorry, Ray.
So am I. But it's not over, Roger. Not yet. He wouldn't. Frank loves me.
Ray.
No, Frank loves me. And we would have been happy together. I would have made him happy.
I'm sorry.
Will you please stop saying that? We were so close. He loves me. It was real.
Yes.
Then why?
I suppose you were right when you said that they never forgot each other.
I never believed that. I never could.
No.
She's all wrong for him, Roger. Jill is all wrong for him. Now, I know she's your sister, but I don't care. She doesn't know him the way I do. She doesn't love him the way I do. And he saw that once, and he'll see it again.
I don't think so.
I have 600 people expecting to come to a wedding in a few days. What do I do about it, Roger? I just call everybody and cancel and send back all the presents? Mrs. Ray Woodard and Senator Francis Ryan regretfully announce, what is everybody going to think of me?
Come on, Ray, you have never cared what people think.
Maybe he'll come back. Maybe he could. It could
Ray,
happen.
no. He's gone. It's over. Now, I know it hurts. Yell, cry, scream, anything. Get drunk, anything you have to do, but for God's sake, don't start hoping.
He can't do this.
He's done it.
No. Oh, no. No, he is not going to walk out on me. I have loved him. I have given to him. I have given him everything he ever wanted, and I can take it away just as easily, I swear to you, Roger. He will not forget me. I don't know what it's going to take, but he will not forget me.
Goodbye, Seneca.
How long will you give her? Till you get a call from Washington till the next campaign? Maybe she'll be lucky this time. Maybe it won't take that long. But you will leave her. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but you will. That much I know.
Are you finished?
Oh, no.
I love Jill. I love her, and we are going to be together. Now, we're sorry if we're hurting anyone, but nothing is going to stop us.
And you're willing to give up your career for her?
If I have to, yes.
You will. I'll see to that.
That's good. The next election is 5 years from now, Seneca. Jill and I will be married by then. We'll have a family.
She'll never marry you.
So go ahead. Start your scandal.
People don't forget.
I'll take that chance.
We'll see.
Oh, yeah. We will.
I'm not bluffing, Frank.
I never thought you were. Go ahead. Sometimes you do what you have to do.
Is that supposed to be funny?
Forgive me. I know you'll understand if I'm not at my best this evening.
You saw Frank?
Yes?
And?
Well, I imagine you got pretty much the same thing from Jillian. They saw each other. They rediscovered their undying passion. They spent the night together. And love triumphed once again, leaving us. Lovely story, isn't it? Inspiring, one might say.
I can't tell what you're feeling.
No? I sat there, and I heard him tell me that it was all over. I heard the words, but I just didn't believe it. This isn't happening. I'll wake up. He'll be next to me. It'll all be all right. It's over.
Is it?
No. Not all of it, and not by a long shot.
Jillian asked me to move out of the apartment.
Were you surprised? You agreed.
We never finished the conversation. I went to see Frank.
Oh, that must have been a delight.
Yeah, well, I let him know that he wasn't going to get away with this. He is not going to hurt Jillian again.
How are you going to stop him?
I told him I'm suing him for alienation of affection. I'm giving the story to every newspaper in the state.
Would you do that?
If I had to, but I won't. Frank knows it'd be political suicide. He won't take that chance.
I'm not sure of that.
Yeah, well, I am. He knows that he will be having a risk if he gets involved with a married woman, and she is going to stay married to me. When it comes down to it, he'll let her go.
Seneca, I don't think it's the answer. Look, in the first place, when he thinks it's called for, Frank can get very noble, particularly if he feels he's being pressured. And beyond that, you're gonna make me look like a real fool. I have prepared a statement announcing the cancellation of the wedding, mutual consent, future plans. I don't even know if anybody will believe it, but I have to do what I can. I've got to try. Do you understand?
Well, you're just giving up. I mean, you're forgetting the whole thing.
Oh, no, I'm not. I am not forgetting, and he won't either.
Yeah, but-
I loved Frank Ryan, and I gave him everything he wanted. He won't forget.
But what are you going to do about it?
I don't know. Not yet. I need time. But I'm going to stay in touch.
Why?
Because he can't walk out on me. Not this easily.
Well, do you expect to get him back?
No.
I don't understand.
Really, there's nothing to understand right now. Just do me a favor, will you? Please, for the time being, forget all about lawsuits and scandals. Just hold firm to not giving Jillian her divorce.
Why?
I don't know exactly what's going to happen. Maybe. I have got to stop hoping. Just would you do it?
All right.
I'll do whatever I have to do. I swear to you, he'll be sorry.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. I'm all right, in fact.
You look a little tired.
Well, it was a long night. Besides, you always say that.
Oh, now, that's a mother's prerogative. Don't give me that. Now, can you stay for dinner? Or do you and Ray have some plans for the evening?
No. Ma, the wedding's off.
What?
Jill and I are back together.
Oh, Fred.
Now we're together. Now, it won't be that easy, of
Oh,
course.
son, nothing ever is. But the two of you found your way back together again. And that's truly all that matters.
So much time wasted, time we should have been together.
Oh, now, you can't start regretting and questioning the past. If you needed that time to know what was truly in your heart, fine, let you be. You have the rest of your lives together. Of course I do. I feel bad about Ray. That poor woman must be hurting something terrible.
Well, I wish...
What?
I don't know. I can't say that I regret what Ray and I had together, because I don't. But still...
I know.
just hope in time that she'll come to maybe not understand, but to accept what's happened and go on. I want her to be happy.
Oh, of course you do.
It's going to be a good life, Ma.
Oh, yes, son, yes.
Jill and I are going to be married as soon as she gets her divorce.
Has Seneca agreed to that?
Not yet, and he'll make it as difficult for us as he possibly can. But since they weren't married in the church, at least there won't be that impediment. But he won't make it easy. Yeah, he came to see me today. He said he'll never let Jill go. Even threatened me with some kind of a scandal, alienation of affections or something like that. You know, senator and eminent physician's wife, that kind of stuff.
Do you really think he would do that?
No, I don't think he'll go through with it. But even if he does, we'll see it through. Politically, yes, it would hurt me. But the next election is 5 years away. By that time, Jill and I will be married, and we'll have a brother or a sister for Jono. I think that's what people will see. I think that's what they'll remember. And if they don't, there is absolutely nothing I can do about it. Because I'm not going to give Jill up. I made that mistake once. No more. Ma, don't worry about it.
No.
I wouldn't have even mentioned that problem if I thought I couldn't handle it.
No, no. I'm sure you'll do what you have to, and I truly trust that that will be for the best. No, it wasn't that, son.
Then what?
I was just remembering Edmund and thinking how right it would have been. Such a beautiful child.
Yeah.
But you'll always have him with you, and you can remember that time when you had him here and be happy that you were able to hold him in your arms, if only for a little while. Well, you and Jill, you have each other, and you'll be able to keep that part, a little part of Edmund, through your love. You've been through so much, the two of you. It's right. And I must confess that I always hoped.
I know you did. Thank you.
Oh, of all the joy that you've ever given your father and me.
Oh, come on. Come on now, no tears. No tears, no tears.
Oh, don't you be telling me what to do. I'm older than you.
I want to go up and see Little John. He was planning on coming to Washington with me and Ray. I have to try to explain it to him. I just hope he can understand it.
He will in time, son. In time. Francis. Go on.
Georgia said Frank might be here.
Well, he's just gone upstairs this minute to see Little John.
He told you.
Yes, he has. I'm sorry.
Are you?
I'm sorry it had to be this way, yes.
It looks like you were right, weren't you? You got what you wanted. Frank and Jillian, congratulations.
Please, don't do that, Ray.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't have come at all if it weren't important, but Frank and I left several things unresolved about our professional relationship. It just wasn't the time then, but we do have to straighten them out.
No, you needn't explain. I mean, you're always welcome here. You know that.
Funny, I never was before. I wish you could have accepted me, Maeve.
Did that matter so much to you?
Oh, yes. I think it would have been different for Frank if he could have known. It might have... I loved him. I still do.
Yes,
And he loved me, and we would have been happy. I wish I could just let this go, Maeve, but I can't. Will you answer one question for me, please?
Go on.
Was there ever a moment, just one moment, when you thought, it will work, he loves her, I'm so happy for them?
I did try.
Please.
I like you, Ray. I'm very grateful for everything that you've done for Francis and his career. I've always been one to try to support my children in what I thought they wanted and what I felt was right for them. John and I both have. I could see, I knew that you loved him. I saw what you would do for him as much as you could. But no, I couldn't set aside how I felt in my heart. I couldn't forget that my Francis loved Gillian and their son. I'm sorry that that hurt you. I'm truly sorry if it's hurting you right this minute. But that's where I felt he belonged, and I always would.
You didn't have to answer that.
My dear.
Please. I asked for it. And I knew. Really, I did. It's just that I tried so hard with you. I would have liked it if we had become friends.
You know, I must be losing my touch. He fell asleep about 2 minutes into our conversation.
Hello.
Right?
We have some things we have to discuss. Frank, I apologize for the intrusion, but we did leave 1 or 2 questions unanswered this morning, and I did want a few minutes with your mother.
Well, there's no apology necessary, you know that.
Well, if you two will excuse me, John's got the dog out for a walk, and Kevin wants to go on an errand. Oh, so I'm needed out front. Ray, I thank you for coming by. I really do. I appreciate what you have to say. And I hope you realize that you only have the best of wishes from John and me.
Thank you. She really is rather marvelous. She will not speak less than the truth, and she will not say more than she means.
Yeah, sometimes I think she wishes she could.
Maybe.
How are you?
Swell. How are you? Unfair question. Obviously, you're wonderful. I've prepared a statement, which I'd like to release for tomorrow's papers, but I thought you ought to know what it says first.
Mrs. Ray Woodard and Senator Frank Ryan have mutually and regretfully agreed to cancel their wedding plans because of problems presented by demands of both their careers.
Trust that meets with your approval?
Of course it does.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No. However you want to handle it, Ray, it's fine with me.
Actually, what I intend to do is issue this and then write notes to everyone who received an invitation, send back all the presents, and refuse to comment further.
If there's anything you'd like me to do, anything specific, please, don't hesitate to ask.
Well, I suppose I would like to ask that you and Gillian wait a discreet interval before you announce your engagement, but beyond that...
Well, I think it's going to be much more than a discreet interval. Jill's still married to Seneca, and he's not even willing to discuss a divorce right now.
Oh, I think you can trust Gillian to handle Seneca.
Well, time will take care of Seneca. Eventually, he'll realize that Jill is not going to go back to him.
Sooner or later, she can get her divorce without his consent, can't she?
Mm-hmm. Within a year or so, yeah.
Well, then, you don't really have any desperate problem, do you?
No.
Although, for purely political reasons, I'm sure it would be wise to avoid a scandal.
Political reasons and personal reasons, right? I'm really not interested in reading about Jill or you in the newspaper.
Thank you so much.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
Listen a minute. I am more than willing to continue my political support of Senator Ryan. Now, it will take a completely different form. Obviously, we'll need a great deal of physical separation. But you can always count on my money, my papers, my friends, and my influence.
That's very generous of you.
Not really. I believe in you politically, and I love politicking. You know that better than anyone else. I've taken a great deal of pleasure in what we've been able to accomplish, and I like thinking that I've been able to contribute to Senator Ryan's success. Quite simply, I just don't want to lose all of that, too.
I do understand, and heaven knows I'm grateful, but Ray, there's no point in pretending. There isn't a problem.
There isn't. Personal contact will be minimal. I'm not into masochism.
No, no one's ever accused you of that.
Perhaps around the first of the year, it might ease my embarrassment a little if you and Jill would attend a small Washington dinner party. The obvious choices, a couple of senators and undersecretaries, a judge or two. Would Jill do that? I mean, it actually might be a good way to introduce her to the power structure.
That's a terrific gesture on your part.
Quite self-serving, really.
But I can't speak for Jill. Why don't we wait till the first of the year? We'll see how everybody feels about it then.
Certainly.
In the meantime, thank you.
May I come in? Ray? Frank and I have just been settling some political details. Well, under the circumstances, congratulations hardly seems appropriate, but then I've never been in these circumstances before, so I don't quite know what is. I hope everything works out for you. Thank you. And I would like to let you both know how much I appreciate Frank's coming directly to me. It saved me a great deal of embarrassment in the long run, and I know it wasn't easy for him.
This situation is not easy for any of us.
I know, I keep having this feeling I ought to give Seneca a call and take him out for a drink. Sorry about that. I have a rather ghastly tendency to try to joke. Well, Frank, if there's anything else I can do for you, will you please give me a call?
I will. And you do the same.
And if you do decide to make any further statements of your own, I would like a little advance notice.
Sure.
Why do I get the feeling that I'm under observation and analysis from the other side of the table? It was purely a business meeting with minimal personal contact. Frank and I parted on a rather jagged, emotional note this morning. I simply want to clear the air.
I don't feel at all threatened or critical, Ray.
Good. Obviously, you have no reason to. I love Frank. You love Frank. And it's really been clear all along that he loves you. Therefore, what happened is best for all concerned. The way things happened before he married me.
Ah, Jillian, I'm sorry. I couldn't leave Wally the minute you walked in.
It's all right. I saw that he had you cornered.
Oh, I've been thinking about you all morning.
Well, my car is waiting outside, and I really do want to get this announcement nicely placed with tomorrow's edition, so I will be running along.
Yeah, I'll walk you to the door.
Thank you for your time, Nick. No,
Not at all.
please. You just stay right here.
I just don't trust her.
Jill, it's going to be all right.
Oh, hi, Ray. Hey, can't you stay for a drink? Let's go find your mother.
Oh.
I must have missed something somewhere along the line.